Stock markets jump 3,000 points. A nuclear submarine slides into the water. Parliament rewrites the Constitution. Most people consume current affairs as a spray of isolated facts to be memorized for a test or a conversation. The events of April 10, 2026, reveal a specific architecture of power. This strategy rests on three distinct pillars: internal equity, economic firepower, and global projection. Tracing these connections provide a map of where global power is shifting, the exact context required to navigate competitive exam syllabi. Engine 1 is internal equity. The Union Cabinet just bypassed a massive bureaucratic roadblock to fast-track the Women's Reservation Bill, the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. By relying on the 2011 census data instead of waiting for the next full count, they are forcing this structural shift to happen immediately. The Lok Sabha will expand from 543 seats to 816, with 273 legally reserved for women. To make this work politically, the center guaranteed the proportional representation of southern states will remain locked, protecting their regional weight. We are seeing individual milestones in representation. Senior Advocate Menaka Guruswamy, who helped strike down Section 377, was just sworn into the Rajya Sabha. It is the first time an openly queer person has entered India's highest legislative body. This push for inclusion extends to the grassroots. In Odisha, the state government rolled out a self-defense training program for 5,000 women. They are actively extending empowerment past financial independence to ensure physical security. Local governance still faces complex ground-level realities. In Odisha, a man was arrested for poisoning a leopard in retaliation for livestock loss. It's a stark reminder of the persistent friction of human-wildlife conflict. From national legislative quotas to local safety initiatives, these developments represent the gears of governance. Stabilizing the social environment and securing representation creates the predictable base required for high-velocity economic growth. That brings us to the second engine. Escalating instability in the Middle East threatens global supply chains, but the World Bank has issued a highly optimistic development update for India. The World Bank projects 6.6% GDP growth for fiscal year 2027, insulated by high foreign reserves and managed inflation. Validating this, March GST revenue broke the 2 lakh crore ceiling, hitting 2.1 lakh crore. Because the domestic economic foundation is solid, any easing of global tensions acts like a match to dry tinder. When reports of a potential US-Iran ceasefire broke, the domestic equity markets reacted with explosive euphoria. The BSE Sensex skyrocketed nearly 3,000 points in a single session. Simultaneously, the India VIX index, essentially the market's fear gauge, crashed by 21%. This economic firepower provides the essential currency a nation needs to purchase hard geopolitical security. That security is tested constantly. The National Investigation Agency just took over the probe into a deadly explosion in Bhubaneswar. They are actively searching for broader terror network links after finding traces of high-grade RDX. To deter threats, the military relies on its ultimate strategic asset. The Navy formally commissioned the INS Aradaman, India's third indigenously built nuclear-powered submarine. This undersea platform completes the maritime leg of India's nuclear triad. Because a submarine is nearly impossible to track, it guarantees a highly survivable second strike capability, meaning any attack on India ensures a devastating response. That military hardware backs up active diplomacy. In Washington, Indian and U.S. officials met to coordinate strategy to secure vital energy trade routes through the highly volatile Persian Gulf. Global projection goes far beyond military and trade. In the freezing, high-altitude deserts of Leh-Ladakh, the Indian Space Research Organization just concluded Mission Mitra. They are running precise psychological and physiological isolation tests under low oxygen to prepare the crew for Gaganyaan, India's first human spaceflight. We are seeing leadership in environmental diplomacy as well. India is maintaining top compliance with the Nagoya Protocol for Biodiversity and designated the Bhavasagara Center in Kochi as the country's first national repository for deep-sea fauna. Finally, hard power is amplified by cultural projection. India secured a decisive 96-run victory over New Zealand to clinch the 2026 ICC Men's T20 World Cup. That dominance is mirrored in wider athletic triumphs. Indian stars Abhay Singh and Anahat Singh swept the Asian Squash Federation Awards, and Grandmaster R. Vaishali climbed to the second spot in the prestigious FIDE Candidates Tournament. Submarines and intelligence agencies protect a nation's borders, But scientific achievement, environmental leadership, and sporting supremacy are what solidify its status as a global superpower. You cannot separate these three engines. A nuclear triad cannot be funded without record-breaking tax collections, and rapid GDP growth is impossible without the internal social equity that brings your entire population into the workforce. Every headline from this 24-hour window serves as a data point for the Viksit Bharat framework. The legislative decisions passed today, the economic buffers built this month, and space missions launching this year are the exact forces that will dictate our geopolitical reality in the 2030s. If you want to stop reacting to the news and start understanding the architecture underneath it, hit subscribe. We will keep turning the daily noise into a predictable map of the future.